I'm glad that you're more than great.
And the reason for that is
Yeah.
because I had to tell Sabrina Carpenter
Oh.
because I'm her backup dancer for Coachella, okay?
I love this. This
And
I was unprepared.
I literally had to tell her it was hard.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, it's hard to tell Sabrina Carpenter no.
Sure.
But I was like, "Girl, I know it's Easter, but I got this podcast that I have to record,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna have to just jet out of Brazil a little early." So I had to y'all won't believe this, I had to catch a flight to get here this morning, but
Oh my
we're
god, we're
here.
here.
We're here.
I love the dedication. Thank you, Sabrina.
I know, she's a great boss, I love
Yeah,
her. She's a
okay.
busy woman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Busy woman. It's a song.
Yeah, I don't listen to Sabrina Carpenter, so I don't know that song. Mhm, mhm. Are we breaking up now?
No, we're going to Coachella, and we're gonna listen to the entire set.
Okay, okay.
We're gonna do a quick trip now. Like, if we just move some money around, put some dots
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there, and just we can finagle it. I mean, well, and honestly, like, I can get you backstage.
All right.
Welcome to Dysfunctionally Yours, the podcast where we embrace the chaos, laugh through the struggles, and find hope on the other side of trauma. I'm your host, Brittany, and if you've ever felt like your life was a beautifully messy roller coaster of dysfunction, trust me, you're in good company. Here, we'll have real, raw, and sometimes ridiculous conversations about mental health, relationships, and healing, because let's be honest, life isn't always pretty, but that doesn't mean we can't come out of it stronger and maybe even smiling. So grab a cup of coffee or a glass of bubbles, and let's navigate this wild journey together, dysfunctionally, but never alone.
And
And we're so back.
we're back. Welcome back to Dysfunctionally Yours with Brittany and Chris.
We need like a live studio audience.
Right. We'll just enter the sound bit. Like everybody will be like,
Hey,
"Yay!"
they're here. Like Wendy Williams.
Oh God. Hope our like our downfall's not as dramatic as Wendy Williams
Oh,
or
I hear
Tyra's.
she's coming back. Tyra I can't. Like, there's no saving that
No,
one. There's no
she's
saving that
wild.
girl. Wendy, though, I hear she might be making a comeback with the new show if she gets out of her conservatorship.
Well, that'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
Okay. Right. All right. The rise and fall of
Wendy Williams, everybody.
And rise. The rise and fall and rise.
The rise,
And fall and rise again. She's like a phoenix. She's like a phoenix. Okay. Well, we'll send Wendy Williams positive vibes into the
positive vibes, girl. We're here for you.
Mhm. Great. What is your ache and relief of the week?
My gosh, what is my ache of the week? Whatever could it be?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this since Wednesday.
Okay.
This week has been busy. It's been a lot. And frankly, it's been a week that just has kind of pissed me off. To put it to put it lightly. I am just so and I'm just gonna speak generally here, but I am tired of employers
Mm.
not
Livable wages.
paying livable wages. I mean, that's what I mean, God, I could just go this list. Like remote work, the pay, the benefits, the health insurance premiums, the retirement. Oh, you're gonna retire. You're gonna be able to draw on Social Security. No, I'm not. I'm 28. I'm 28 years old. You think Social Security is gonna exist 20 years from now or 30 years from now? Because I'm not working until I'm gonna retire by the time I'm like 50.
I was gonna say you've been trying to retire since you were 25. Like we first started having this.
Or I'm 28.
I know we first started having this conversation when you were 25, and you said, "I've been doing this for like 5 years.
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted. It's time for me to retire." I'm like, "Babe, you're 25."
I've been doing it, like it's almost been a decade at this point. I'm
Oh my
like, are we
God.
done yet?
Not even
Like-
fucking close. Not even close.
But
Okay.
no, I think seeing all the things, like a lot of states are struggling with
Mhm.
finances and budget. And I
Mhm.
know that like state employees, county employees, city employees, or just employees in general. You don't even
Yeah.
need to be a government employee. I mean, you can work at Walmart, you can work at Target, like all of these billionaire corporations
Mhm.
posting about like they're gigantic profit margins, and yet you can't give
Right.
Brenda down the hall, who is a single mother of 2 kids, like a
Yeah.
$3 an hour raise to actually be able to afford
Daycare.
or just even groceries. Like I got 3 meals from the grocery store the other day, and granted, it was Sprouts, so it was a little bit more expensive,
Sure.
but it should not be over $100 for 3 meals at
Right.
the grocery store. Like, it's just insane. So I've been on one this week. I've been
Okay.
very like honestly, our government, like, just step up, do better for us.
Yeah.
Give us health care, give us access to education, give us access to quality food. Like, that's another thing. Like, I'm kind of a big health nut when I want to be, which is still probably 80% of the time, because I am pretty health conscious since going through like my own health journey. But like, I use
Mm.
this app that I scan all the food and ingredients
Sure.
within the store.
Yeah.
And it's all just like additives, texturizing agents, red 40, blue lake #2. And I have days where I go into the store and I'm just ready to scream,
Mm.
because I'm just like, you want to feed me red 40 and then you want me to pay $10 for it too.
Feeding
Like,
me.
I can't. I literally cannot. So I guess my ache of the week is just capitalism.
Again.
Like, I can't. I literally can't. I just can't. I'm
Capitalism again.
I'm flabbergasted. I'm just so flabbergasted. So yeah, that's my ache. I'm exhausted by continuous excuses as a result of our government's inability to take care of its own people. And that got me down a rabbit hole also of, until the United States, in my opinion, does a complete overhaul of like social policies, social systems, a complete, like, got
Sure.
it, tear it down. We're going to start over, try again, because it's not working. It's clearly not
Clear.
working. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're lower class, middle class, upper class. I have less. I mean, you're all like, good for you. Like, you've worked hard, probably. Just kidding. You've worked very hard. But also, I don't know. It just sucks seeing people struggle, not being able to buy food, not being able to pay childcare, having to choose between, do I keep my lights on or do I send little Johnny to daycare?
Yeah.
Like, that's fucked. Like, we should not be in this position. And I'm flabbergasted day in and day out. And we have a generation of people that are like, well, we should just be thankful that we have our jobs and all this and that. And like, you know what? I used to think like that, but that's what they want us to. God, I sound like Candace. I'm starting to sound like Candace, y'all. But that's what they want. They want us to be grateful. They want us to be like, yeah, look at you. You're coming to work. Like,
Sure.
lucky you. You are now my star employee. No, we're not. I'm not here for that. I want to be on a beach eating fruit, drinking out of a coconut somewhere way the fuck far away from here.
All right. Okay.
Insane.
Okay. I cannot help you with not one of those things. So like I think that there's no help for that. But I think that is right. I think that is.
That was such a corporate response. Like,
Yeah.
I present, like, Brittany, I'm really struggling. I really need
Uh-huh.
some support. I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm sorry. I can't help
Can't
you
help
with
you with that.
But let me know if you need any.
Correct. Here's a bus pass.
You need more money, Chris? Go on down to the job fair.
So, I mean, but I think that is probably many of people's ache in the world right now. It's a scary thing. I actually, speaking of all of the corporate conglomerations that are like making $1 bajillion, I was out yesterday at brunch with a large group of human beings. And of course, Jeff Bezos gets brought up.
Oh.
You will pry my Amazon Prime account out of my cold, dead hands.
Yeah.
I will not get rid of my Amazon Prime account. And so, like, I understand that two things can be true at one time. We don't have to love Jeff Bezos. And also, I can appreciate the convenience that Jeff Bezos has brought to my life and to my world. And I said this out loud at brunch. And the looks that I got, they were like, do you know about Jeff Bezos? And I'm like, blind ignorance. I will take blind ignorance whenever it benefits me. Like, this is just who I am. There are so many things that I do to give back, to do well, to be a good person. And also that takes up a lot of time in my life. And so thank you, Jeff Bezos, for Amazon making my life easier.
No, it's hard, right? Like, you got to kind of like pick and choose your battles per se, because I'm someone, I haven't shopped at Target except I did go to Target yesterday for the first time in like a year. And it
Wow.
was only to get new wireless controllers for my Nintendo Switch, which are amazing, by the way. They're so fluid. They feel great. Brought to you by Nintendo.
Or Target.
Or Target. But that was my first time being to a Target in a year. And so for the most part, I boycott Target, I boycotted Walmart, I got rid of my Sam's Club membership, I go to Costco. I also I pay for Spotify, I pay for YouTube Premium, I pay for HBO Max for one show, quite literally one show.
Right.
And Amazon, so one of my Goldens got a yeast infection in their ears and needed cotton balls to be able to like put the solution in and clean his ear out. I got them within 3 hours. I ordered them from
See?
Amazon and they were here within 3 hours. So like I totally hear you. I think both can be true. I think we can be like, fuck you, Amazon, and I need cotton balls right now.
And please bring me this
600 of
thing
them.
right this very
600
second.
of them, actually. I got 600 cotton balls.
I ordered all new bedding. Did I talk about this?
Yeah. Did it get here?
Half of it got here, and then
Okay.
half of it got delayed.
Oh,
And
no.
so the half that got delayed, like I ordered a couple things from Amazon that actually got delayed, which was
That
weird.
never happens. We're in Colorado.
So my Alexa, because I also have my Alexa in my house, and so she says,
Alexa, make me less sad.
she would. She's becoming more intuitive with the way she communicates, actually.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
The upgrade, there was an upgrade. And so she was like, I said, what's the purpose of this upgrade? And like, she explains it. And essentially, like, it's making her more intuitive for like fluid conversation.
AI.
Correct. Anyways, so she goes on and she tells me, oh, your package has been delayed. And I was like, what the fuck, Alexa? I was like, that's unacceptable. And she was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay, well then it told me it was postponed until the 7th. And I was like, unacceptable. That's what I told her. This is unacceptable, Alexa. And then she was like, I can't file a complaint here, but you can go on okay, stop. I'm not filing a complaint. It's fine. I will live. Well, then it got here yesterday, which is not the 7th.
Yeah.
That was the 4th. And I was like, fantastic. Like it's
early.
And because I was out doing brunch, I didn't even go pick up my package. So like, it's just sitting there now. Yeah. I was like, okay, sorry, I complained. Thank you for getting it here early. And then because like, I think we do tell ourselves we need this like immediately. Do some things we might need immediately.
To be fair, I needed those cotton balls like immediately. Now, could I have gotten into the car
And driven to the
5
Target
minutes to get one pack of 100 cotton balls? I could have, but instead I paid $9.
What? Cotton balls are $1.
I paid $9
Oh no.
to get 600 cotton balls within 3 hours.
And
we needed cotton balls, and I didn't want to leave the house.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I understand it. I get
we
it.
had to make choices.
I get it.
Netflix is another one. I'm not getting rid of Netflix.
I won't get rid of Netflix. Netflix
Ever.
comes with my phone subscription, but I did get an email that Netflix raised the prices again. So it's going to raise my phone bill a little bit to cover what it costs.
It was great. We all got
Whatever.
that price increase email again. I'm
Yeah,
like, I'm paying so much in subscriptions at this point that I might as well just start paying for cable. But also,
no,
this is gonna date me. I knew how cable worked at one point because I am of that generation. Oh, look, you just gave me because I am of that generation. But because I haven't had cable since,
I know how cable works.
No, I'm saying that because like I haven't had cable since I was probably 17.
Baby, I haven't had cable since 2000 and
like I tried to
11.
I was trying to figure out how to work it at some point, like figure out live TV and stuff. And I was
yeah.
like, I have a master's degree. I have a decade of experience in my field, and yet I can't figure out how to. Yeah, cable.
Hey,
put it on channel. I do remember you used to have to put it on channel 2 or 3 or 4 for your games or whatever. But now I'm like, well, I don't know. It's just it's changed. It's all different. So I just need my streaming services.
Not to go off topic, but also kind of.
Never been known to.
You smell very good.
Oh my God. Okay. So it's Noor.
It smells so good.
Oh, it's my favorite.
I'm like, every time you like talk, I'm like, oh my God. You smell
like a slice of heaven. I know.
delicious, just so you know. Okay, so that is Chris's very long ache, which is pretty standard. But we need a whole like 30-minute time slot for Chris's ache.
Book me for a half day.
What is your relief?
My relief of the week. I have a friend that's visiting from out of state. She's been staying with me. She's like my best friend from like college. So we're just kind of hanging out. It's a short weekend trip. So she got here Friday. And we've just been kind of hanging out. And then after this, we're gonna do like a Easter brunch type of thing before she flies back home. But it's been really nice just like connecting, having some in-person connection with a really good friend.
Yeah.
And just like yesterday we just kind of hung out
That's the
around the house.
best.
We played Mario Party. She had never played Mario Party before. That's partially why I got the controllers.
Okay.
God, I'm such a good host. I buy brand new controllers for like a one time. It won't be a one time. We'll use them. But yeah, no, it's been really good. It's been really good just having my friend here and just hanging out, and we share a lot of the same like, beliefs and things like that. So just it's like we talk a lot in text, but it's nice to have like actual like
Face to face.
conversations about like what's going on in our lives, what's going on in the world, how we're thriving or not. So yeah, that's my
Good. That's a good relief.
God, my relief is so like God, my ache is like 10,000 years long, and then my relief is like, oh, I got a great friend.
I got a great friend. We got to connect. I love that. I'm glad she's here. My ache of the week, this has been building and building and building, right? Because I bought a new laptop that is required for the podcast enhancements that we were wanting to do. And so I bought a new laptop, and it was supposed to be to my house on March 23rd. It was not to my house on March 23rd. And since March 23rd, I have been fighting and arguing and fighting and arguing and filing multiple complaints with both FedEx and Best Buy. And nobody in this moment in time wants to take responsibility of who's going to like fix this problem. I have a lot, like all of my packages go to a locked mailroom, and they have lockers. So it's not like you can just throw it on the ground in the locked mailroom and like it's a free for all. Like everything goes into a locked locker, and that never happened. And so obviously I start with the facility. Hey, did this, like, could there have been a fluke? Did this happen? Help me look for this.
Wasn't just not scanned right. Like,
Correct.
what's the issue?
Correct. So obviously I start there. And then, no, I have filed so many claims, and they keep closing out the claims, and they're like, FedEx said it was delivered. And I'm like, I am aware of what FedEx said. And that does not make it true.
Like we've been through this at least 10 times at this point.
Correct.
So can someone do something?
Correct. So then the last one, like last week, I was waiting on Best Buy, and they're like, we'll look into this. And if you don't hear something back by the 3rd, contact us. Okay, great. So I contact them on the 3rd, and they're like, oh, we've looked into this, closed. FedEx said it was delivered.
Yeah, nothing we can do. Sorry.
Okay. So then they're like, you're going to need to call FedEx. So I go back to FedEx, who also already closed out a claim. And I'm calling them on the phone, and they say, we'll call you back because there's a long wait. I said, okay, cool. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, you're nicer than I am.
We'll see how this goes. Well, it just auto disconnects, and I'm not going to call it back.
Oh, no.
So-
I'd be fine. Where are we going? Where are we driving to corporate? Who are we going to talk to in person?
Right.
Because I know no one's going to disconnect.
So
No.
they call me back. I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. They call me back the following day, which is Saturday at 6 a.m. My phone rings at 6 a.m. and it is FedEx calling me back. And then I answer, and it says, please hold for the next representative. So you have called me at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you have put me on hold. I am like ready to burn the world down.
God, you woke me up.
I am like lighting kerosene. Like I'm about to light this match. I have poured gasoline over everything, and I'm just like waiting. So the guy comes on finally. He's like, what is the problem? I explain this all over for the 29,000th time. And he says,
call you, and then you get someone, and then they're like, so what's the problem?
So then I tell him everything, and he's like, yes, we show that this was delivered on March 23rd. And I was like, I'm aware. So now I have been so polite and cordial for weeks at this point. Now it is 6:15 in the morning, you woke me up on a Saturday. What on the planet? Like, because I also am never still asleep at 6 o'clock in the morning. So the fact that on this one weird day.
The one day in your entire life where you're like, you
Mhm.
know what? Today's the day.
Mhm.
I'm going to get some sleep
Uh-huh.
and it's going to be great. And you get woken up by a company that messed up your order, then they have the audacity to ask you
For the problem.
for the problem.
And then tell me that they don't have a problem. And I was like, sir, and he's like, but you can file another claim online. And I said, sir, I have filed 3 claims online. I have now been woken up at 6 o'clock in the morning by you, then put on hold by you. I was like, I want a resolution right this second. So you can send me to another person to talk to. Like, I want a resolution. And he's like, I will walk you through the claim process that you are needing.
No, we've done that. I don't need.
It's a different claim. It was a different claim process.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay. And I was like, it's wanting me to make an account. I don't have an account. Like, I'm not a business. I'm not a corporation. Why the fuck would I have a FedEx account? And he's like, oh, yeah, you can do that and just keep it moving. So is there anything else I can help you with? And I'm like, sir, you are not getting off this phone with me until this claim goes through. Like, you're staying here with me. And so he's very impatient, but I keep him on the phone for as long as possible. And then he ends up being like, okay, well, you're just going to have to follow the rest of the steps. And thank you for being a FedEx customer. And he disconnects the phone. And I was like, okay, cool. So I finish doing all these things. Then I get this pop up on my screen that says, you can't file a claim unless you have a waiver from Best Buy explaining why Best Buy won't file the claim, because it should be that person filing the claim. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Meanwhile, this man is now hung up on me, and I was furious. So I was like, know what? I start screenshotting everything and uploading all these documents to attach to it. Not the waiver, but all of the other things. And I'm like, I'm going to push it through. And if they deny it, then I guess I'll go back to Best Buy and raise absolute hell again to Best Buy. But nonetheless, here we are. Still no laptop. Still no idea what's going to happen. Still nobody taking responsibility for it. So now I feel like I have been stolen from by not just Best Buy, who has my money, but also FedEx, who clearly has my computer.
Best Buy was responsible for the product. FedEx was responsible for delivering the product.
Somebody's responsible.
Someone did something.
And to just be like, well, it's in there. There's no picture. There's no photographic evidence that you left this anywhere. Like, and if you can produce...
figure, it's another... These are 2 giant corporations.
Give me my stupid computer. Give me my stupid computer.
Or your money.
Give me my money.
One or the other at this point.
Right. So that is my ache. And I'm just very annoyed with it. Because I'm like, and then on top of that, somebody hacked into like my Venmo account, which is super weird. So I'm like looking at my Venmo because it gives me an alert on my phone whenever a charge happens. And so I get an alert that says I spent $85 at the gas station. And I'm like, that's crazy. I'm sitting right here in my living room, not at the gas station. And the gas station is like 2 hours away.
Because I'm right here.
Right. I have not driven all day.
Apparently, I'm at the gas station.
2 hours away. And so I was like, okay, so I just called. No big deal. I just call them, hey, give me my money back, please. And they do right away. No problems. And then I go in and I change my passwords. They freeze that card, mail me a new one. And I'm like, cool, no problems.
All done.
Until the next day, same gas station for $123. And I'm like, what the hell? So I call them again and they're like, oh, we're going to have to open something, blah, 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 but we'll mail you a new card. And I'm like, what are you not hearing? The card is frozen. So like, how did this happen? And what do I do to keep this from happening and to get my money back? Because I only had $85 sitting on my Venmo card anyway. But then because it was $123, they covered it. So now I owe Venmo like the difference in money there. They froze my entire Venmo account and somebody got my $85. So I was like, how
does this madness end?
Right. So they're like, you'll hear something in like 7 to 10 business days about this. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, we have to look into this. And I was like, what do you mean?
It takes 7 to 10 business days to do that?
They were like, we're going to have to look into this because you filed 2 in the like back to back. So like, what is the problem? I don't know.
It's not me.
Criminals. Fucking criminals. FedEx criminal. Whoever got my
Best Buy criminals.
Best Buy criminals. And whoever has actually gotten a hold of like my Venmo something, because clearly it wasn't the card,
Yeah,
because the
it had
card
to
is
have been the
frozen.
actual account.
Actual account number. So like at this moment in time, I'm just waiting for them to give me my money back so I can actually pull the money out, close that out, and open a different Venmo account, because I don't see any other way. So annoying. Stop stealing my money. Like, I understand.
Everyone just wants to steal Brittany's money.
Right. No, like seriously, as if I have like all of the money in the world to just give to people.
It's just pouring in, Brittany. There's
Right.
just too much.
Like, what is happening? So that is my week. That is the week. And it's just like annoying. It's just annoying. It's all being handled,
Kind of,
sort of.
but
But like, it is annoying.
I'm honestly excited to hear the update for next week now. Like, I can't wait to see like what this is gonna.
I hope
what the
I'm
end
rich
result-
next
what the
week.
end results.
There better be a result next week. There better be, because if not, if all of a sudden the whole world is on fire, you'll know why. It won't be because of everything else that's going on. It will be because I lit that match and
You didn't get.
we're
You
done.
didn't get your laptop. You didn't get your laptop. You're like, we're done.
Or my
we're done.
$85 back.
We are done. I needed a laptop, $85. I couldn't get it. So, the only logical explanation is to set the entire world on fire.
I don't see any other way.
Yeah.
I don't see any other way.
No, I agree. There's clearly no.
I was like in the shower washing my hair, and my shampoo is, because we are in Colorado, it is dry here, so everything I use is like extra moisture. My shampoo, my conditioner, my lotion, right? So I'm like looking at the shampoo bottle, and they were like, "Is your hair dehydrated?" And I was just like, Probably. So I'm like washing my hair. And then I like go and put lotion on, and my lotion bottle is like, "Is your skin dehydrated?" And I was like, "Theme."
Maybe.
Then I like put little eye mask on, and they were like, "Are your eyes dehydrated?" And I was like,
Well, fuck me, I
No.
guess. Clearly, I'm dehydrated.
"No,
Everyone-
Sally, my fucking soul is dehydrated right now."
At this point,
Yes, well, my soul is dehydrated. Is there a cream for that?
get rid of the wrinkles too while we're at it. Like,
Sir.
well, I was talking about me, but that honestly that doesn't make sense because I don't have wrinkles. So
So that's happening. My relief of the week,
me,
as always, my relief of the week is probably brunch.
even if your brunch goers thought you were horrible for Jeff Bezos,
They'll be strong.
they'll be strong.
They'll be strong.
We'll get through this somehow. Okay. What did you have for brunch?
Oh my God, what did I have for brunch? I had like some sort of like skillet, potatoes, chorizo, eggs,
Okay.
delicious. And then bottomless mimosas, obviously.
Okay.
And then we left and went to, it was gorgeous yesterday.
Oh yeah.
So we went to like a rooftop bar and hung out some more there. And then we went to like a sake place and had some sushi and had like, it was a day.
Another club, plane, club, train, another club,
We don't stop. We don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
And we can't stop. And we won't stop.
Yeah. So that was, we had a good day. And then Uber brought me home, and I
Oh, wonderful. I love when Uber gets everyone home safely.
took a little snooze, and then here we are.
Here we are.
So, all right, we talked last week that we were going to probably touch on some social media stuff, which I'll say this. It also got brought up yesterday at brunch because, social media is insane right now. And so
It's unhinged. It's wild. It's weird. It's odd. Val said it's sexy at times, but the things that I see on TikTok, y'all,
I'm like,
making Brittany blush over here.
I was like, did that apple just seduce me? What? No. But so we're talking about social media, and they mentioned like how depressing social media is to get onto social media for them. And I'm over here like, not me. My social media, like my algorithm, pristine. It is a pristine, beautiful work of art because it is
Even
so
after
happy.
you watch what I send you,
I do get more AI fruits now than I did before, but like aside from that,
for all
because
the
like
food
my stuff
videos
is
that I send you.
that I'm the day those start showing up on their own, we're breaking up. You and I are. So you better hope that my algorithm doesn't ever pick that one up.
Send you a video of someone eating
Gross.
10,000 calories of chocolate cake
Gross.
with
So
chocolate
disgusting.
milk and
So,
chocolate cookies.
but also in the most disgusting way. Ew,
Here, let me
gross.
just fist my milk really fast.
So disgusting. It's so gross. But they were talking about, because all of the stuff that's going on in the world and the news and the this and the that. And I was like, I said, I stopped watching the news. I cannot watch the news. Like, I have to protect my own
What
self.
little
So, like,
sanity we have left.
right. I was like, and I know enough about what's going on in the world to have the conversations that need to be had. And that does not mean that I need to every day
Breaking news.
go
breaking
into it. I just
news.
can't. Like, let me read what I want to read as I'm ready to like take it in and then I'm in a position to take it in. Right. I've even told you, no, Chris.
I know you said
not at 6 p.m.
You've scolded me before. You're like,
Not at 6 p.m.
Here I am relaxing, taking a nice bubble bath, and here comes Chris with terrible news.
Yep, not during the week after work hours. No, my brain cannot do all of that.
So that's permission to send them
On a
during
Saturday.
Send all the bad news on a Saturday. That's going to be a depressing Saturday.
Yeah, I may or may not
Be
watch it then
careful what
either.
you wish for.
Right. But I said this. I was like, my social media, like my algorithm is beautiful. Like I can doom scroll and walk away better for it and be like, oh my God, I learned something about like what baby platypus are called. Like I learned about these weird birds.
I saw a TikTok. It literally taught me different sounds by different birds the other day.
Yes. So I see very like cool things that way. I have a lot of dance videos. Like I think if I had a skill, and I know you will not be able to relate since you are in fact Sabrina Carpenter's new backup dancer.
Absolutely.
But like I wish that I could like dance. So I love a good dance video. So I get
honey,
lots
we'll
of
get you a
dance
coach.
videos. Thank you. So I just have a very nicely curated feed. Thank you. I have a nice feed that pops up, but everybody else was like, oh my God, mine is like just doom and gloom. And I'm like, don't. I was like looking at my
called
phone.
my algorithm schizophrenic.
Your algorithm is schizophrenic.
But what makes it schizophrenic?
Because you have all of the horrible news of the world.
Yeah.
You have these those food videos are repulsive. Like they make me, and I'm going to say this, it's like not to be insensitive. They do really make me feel like I'm going to develop an eating disorder.
Oof.
Like they are just so like, I want to go throw up whatever last meal I had whenever I watch them.
God.
They're so gross to me. I'm like,
oh, I like food enough that I'm like, nah, I'm keeping that down.
this is so gross.
I don't need to be like one of the popular girls. I'm gonna eat that full cheeseburger.
Oh God.
Only one. I'm not eating 5 cheeseburgers.
And then all the fruit videos, all the sim video.
Oh my God, the one with Nicole Scherzinger singing the.
But then also you're like
the
shoulder bop one from a few weeks ago. Like, no, the stuff that comes up on yours, I'm like, this is like, it is everywhere and none of it makes sense.
I have my foot in the door and a little bit of everything on TikTok, which makes it interesting because you never know what you're going to get from me. Is it going to be something serious about the world? Is it going to be something about some ridiculous fruit?
Right.
Is it going to be some like rugby player with the best ass you've ever seen in the entire world doing rugby things?
Yes,
like
please.
it's literally a little bit of everything.
So,
keep you on your toes.
That's true. So like I appreciate my feed. But I did, and that's my TikTok feed. Like because I do still have like the old school Facebook account. I don't really do anything with it, but I have it. And that one, you never know what's true on that one. That one's a bunch of like super just fake AI generated information. So like it's like not one to dabble in, but I did see that they're offering to press lawsuits for if your child attempted suicide after being on social media, or if your child developed like an eating disorder after being on social media, like, and I'm like, how are we suing? Who are we suing?
I'm not gonna lie. When you were saying that, I was like, oh, we're suing the new AI artists because we're using their music now. Like, I thought you were gonna go that direction, but that I haven't heard of that. That's interesting. So, like, little Johnny gets on TikTok.
Yes.
Little Johnny sees a video of another teenager jumping off the roof. He jumps off the roof, and then parents are like, what the fuck? This is awful. We're going to sue TikTok. That's like That's kind of like suing McDonald's and being like, well, McDonald's
Made me fat.
made me fat. And it's like, I'm sorry, do you know what you're eating? Take some time, to look at like the restaurants, the places you're going to. Like, it's not always the product that's the problem. We are very fragile and easily influenced as human beings. Like, I mean, God, if you were like, oh, Chris, let's go down to McDonald's and get a McChicken, I'd be like, well, you don't have to twist my arm. Like,
Okie
yeah,
dokie.
okie dokie. Like,
I'm on my way.
I'm on my way. But like, I know McDonald's isn't
Thought
good
I
for
took a
me,
picture of it.
right? Like, I don't know. I struggle with things like, but on one hand though, like, I think that's why you're seeing social media bans at certain ages.
Yeah.
Because I think it's Australia maybe, or maybe I'm totally getting it wrong, but I feel like Australia, there was a country
Yes. The bandit.
that banned it like for 16 and older, or maybe under
Yeah.
16, one
Under
of those.
16.
But I think it would be, I truly believe that social media does change the way we take information in, how we process the connections, the neuron connections that our brains make with certain pathways. It is not the same now that it was for me. It's not the same that it was for you.
Right. Because I
Like,
didn't even have social media as a child. Like, I had to learn how to navigate the world without social
oh
media.
my God.
I know.
Did you have YouTube?
No, I didn't have internet.
Did you have color TV?
I did have colored TV.
You're like, yes, Chris.
I
Of
did
course
have
I had colored TV.
I did have
Do you
colored
think I
TV.
grew up in the fucking
The
Stone
Stone
Age?
Ages.
I ask Ryan that sometimes too, even though we only have a 6 age year difference. I'm like, you had colored TV, right? Like,
Yeah, definitely had colored TV. But like, no, we didn't have internet at all. And then we got internet as I was like getting ready to graduate.
high school.
Mhm.
Wow. I've always remembered having like some shitty dial-up. Like, but first it was I
Mhm.
can hear the sound in my head. It's crazy.
Right.
That, yeah,
The
all
AOL, like, you're welcome.
exactly
You're
right.
welcome.
That's the exact sound. They really need to bring back that. That's what I want my computer to sound like when I
Oh
boot it
God,
up.
every time you boot it up, it takes 100 years. And God forbid the phone ring, it disconnects you. Yeah.
No, it's a different world, and because I've also been seeing things on like teen takeovers happening on TikTok and social media, like teenagers just like quite literally just taking over
Right.
areas or groups or whatever. And it's like the world we live in and how social media influences us has drastically changed like how we think, our trajectories, and multiple different aspects of our lives. And so part of me is like, well, gosh, like I don't know. I feel like I turned out okay, but then I'm like, well,
But I also think I should be able to retire at 25.
yeah, there's definitely some things there. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think social media should be banned? Should we have limits on it? Should we have limits on AI and how we're using AI?
God. Well, I mean, I feel like those are two very different like pieces. I mean, I think the world attempted to create restrictions for people underage, right? But then like all you have to do is go lie when you sign up for your account and say, yes, I'm above the age of 18. And anybody who can look at a calendar and do basic math can figure out what year to say you were born in. Like these are not complicating pieces. And so I think that that's hard. But yes, I do think that you probably should be banning these things for kids because I had a lot of rules and restrictions for my kids. My kids did not have smartphones for a long time. Like they shared one regular cell phone.
Was it like a flip phone?
Well, no, but it wasn't like a whole smartphone. Like
Oh.
they couldn't get online on it. It wouldn't have done anything online.
Okay.
Because I'm like, you don't need this. This isn't
Yeah.
what you need your phone to be able to do. And you go to school all day. Like there's phones all through the school. You can call me
Well,
from
that's
school.
lame. I don't want to use the school phone.
No, you don't need a cell phone. Like you're in school all day. So they weren't even allowed to take their cell phone to school
Oh, wow.
because why? You don't need it. And you better learn my phone number. Like you need to know my phone number. So it wasn't until my oldest was like a junior that they both ended up with like separate iPhones. But like
Okay.
my oldest was getting ready to graduate. And so I think they navigated social media very differently. Like neither one of them really uses any social media platform. Like it's just not
Okay.
like they have their accounts, but they don't use their accounts.
Yeah.
Like, they don't post on their accounts, they don't do that. I think they'll, like, scroll through TikTok or they'll scroll through, like, Instagram Reels, but they don't really use
Post
it.
or
Mm-mm,
react or just kinda
mm-mm.
like, "Oh, that's a cool video."
Um,
I wish I had that willpower.
yeah, so, I mean, it's just a very different world that they navigate, and I think but those were all of my big rules. Like,
Mm,
these are the rules and expectations of my house, and not everybody does that, right? Like, not every child is raised that way, not every parent is aware of the dangers of social media, not every parent wants to be all up in their kid's cell phone, like, "No, what is this password? Don't put one on there." Like, they weren't allowed to keep a password on their phone.
well, and it's interesting
Or I'd walk up and be like, "Let me see your phone." Like,
Mhm.
"Unlock your phone right now, let me see it," and I'd go through their text messages, I'd go through all of their stuff, like, "No, this is I pay for it, I wanna see what's in this phone because you're not getting yourself into more than you need to be getting yourself
Mhm.
into, and I need to know. I need to know, are you planning on doing something terrible? Are you getting too deep into something? Did you join the black market? Are you buying rifles off of the internet? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Are you telling the world that you're 18 years old whenever you're actually only 14 years old and you are like trying to find some sugar mama that's 40 years old and she thinks that you're of age? Like, the world is a very scary
Mhm.
place and it takes a lot of work for a parent, and not every parent is willing, able, or fully understands the work that goes into that. So then they just shouldn't be able to have social media.
Well, and it's interesting too because I feel like there are two camps of people. There are people that had social media regulated, kind of like what you're talking about,
Hmm.
like parents that were more engaged, active in those conversations
Hmm.
and in those rules and expectations. And then you kind of have the opposite end of parents who are disconnected, disengaged. They're like, here's your phone, here's your
Hmm.
laptop, have a car, like here's money,
Right.
like we don't care, we're busy, we're working, but we love you, so they say. Which and I say that's interesting because I kind of grew up in that camp of like as long as I got good grades, my and kind of like stayed out of like major trouble, my parents were always like yeah, like here have a phone, have an iPod, have your laptop,
Yeah.
have your gaming stuff, like here's a four-wheeler,
Hmm.
like as long as you get good grades and
Right.
stay like have a good head on your shoulders, like and you just tell us like I was like, my parents were the people that were like, hey, you can stay out until
Mhm.
midnight or
Ugh,
whatever, but you let us know like when you're
yeah,
coming home. Like, okay, like I'll be home around midnight. Like we talk, right?
right.
But again, like I had a lot of like my parents never checked what I was doing. Like I had a lot of freedom with social
Mhm,
media. And I also am like I think I'm of that generation that is a bit more like
mm,
online because even there's not a huge generational gap between my husband and I, it's 6
right.
years, but it's still
When you're
interesting.
looking at, like, what social media and
Yeah.
technology looks like, 6
'Cause
years is a lot.
he is less online, he is
Mhm.
less, like he hardly the only thing he really does is barely Snapchat. Once a quarter, I get a Snapchat from him,
Yeah.
and then he is on TikTok, but that's
Mhm.
pretty much it. I think he likes audiobooks from YouTube, so he does that, but, like, that's
Okay.
not, like,
Yeah.
actually, like, interacting, whereas, like, I'm chronically online, probably more than I need to be, but,
Sure.
like I'm pretty sure some people would think I would be dead if I didn't like say something or post something or send something
Right.
that I have seen on the internet
Right.
within the last 24 hours, not to be dramatic. So
Right.
it is interesting because I see traits of myself in generations and it's got me thinking
Sure.
like, oh gosh, wow, did my upbringing get shaped by like a lack of regulation? And
Yeah.
then I have had friends that have been kind of sheltered and like that like didn't know certain things and stuff because they weren't on social media and their parents
Yeah.
wouldn't let them have fun. So it's like it's definitely interesting. You see both sides of the spectrum and I think both have their pros and cons, but I think
Mhm.
now being like in 2026, the world is very dangerous, very unpredictable. We have
Yeah.
like I could see like a 16-year-old like hitting up a marijuana dealer and being like,
Yes.
"Hey, I want my half
Yes.
ounce," and then turns out that half ounce is laced with fentanyl, and
Absolutely.
now Bobby Joe down the street passed away from a
Mhm.
fentanyl overdose because they got it from someone that they found on Reddit or
Right.
whatever that looks like.
Right. No, I agree. I think that well, and like, right, even as an adult, right? If we look at I know you mentioned it a couple weeks ago but you had gotten rid of some of your social media. I know I got rid of all of my social media back in 2017 except Instagram because like Instagram doesn't impact me the same way some of the other social media does. Cause at that time it was before all the reels too. Right? But like Instagram's just like pictures. You could just like look at pictures and I was okay just like looking at a picture. Whereas like I felt like Facebook at that time, it like really hurt my soul. Like I was
I
going
don't
through a
really
really
know
hard
what
time.
Facebook even is anymore.
Sure.
It's a little bit of everything, I feel like.
But back in like 2017, again, it really wasn't. It was everybody was posting everything on social media. Everything was going on Facebook. And so like pictures of everybody's perfect family and everybody's perfect relationships and
Ooh, look at
everybody's
this perfect meal
this.
at the Cheesecake Factory with the fam.
And so like it really like I was going through my own really kind of difficult time and couldn't take in everybody because I was like, why can't I be happy like everybody else? I want to be happy like everybody else. I want
Comparing life is the
comparing
thief of
life.
joy.
Well, correct. And so I just was like, I can't do this
Mm.
anymore. And it was incredibly helpful to remove myself from that and to also like not be able to look at what other people were doing or people that I like didn't actually want to know what they were doing. Like I wanted to know, but I shouldn't know what they're doing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I know as an adult, have had to take a step back, but I also have the cognitive wherewithal to be like, this isn't good for me. I'm going to take a step back. I just said, like, I have worked really hard to curate this really lovely algorithm that I have where everything that I see is positive that comes through. And I'm like, yes, I like that. Yes, I like that. So I have a lot of like power over what's coming
Yep.
through my phone, but I am an adult and I know how to regulate myself. And I know when something is harming me. I know when it's like, that's not good for me
Yep,
today. Whereas a child, you don't learn that skill for a long time. I mean, even into your 20s, you're still
Yep.
like really learning what is impacting you.
Your brain is still developing. Your
Right.
frontal cortex is still figuring out how to
Mhm.
make or not rash, but
Logical decisions. So I think like that's where it gets really tricky because you're wanting kids to be able to protect themselves with infinite knowledge off of this phone, right? Just protect themselves
And
from it.
some may just
And
not have the
how?
capacity or ability to
Right.
do that
They're not
in a
rating
healthy way.
videos, right? Like at least even as a kid, like movies get rated, TV gets rated. All these things have ratings on them. Video games have ratings on them to say these aren't appropriate.
No
But then
cap,
you put
period.
but then you put it on somebody logs into TikTok or YouTube or anything, and it's just you get to watch whatever the hell you want. So I think that is
AI doesn't help it. Like I watched a group of cats start a mariachi band at 3 a.m. for their owners, and they
yeah,
weren't happy
but
about that.
I get those AI videos and I appreciate those. I'm like, this is an appropriate use of AI. I know that those cats are not real. I know that those little cats are not walking on their hind legs in mariachi suits.
We don't know for sure.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do know for sure.
Are you still on? Well, are you saying that Gerald was just a fictional dolphin, a virtual AI dolphin too?
No, Gerald was not even real.
Gerald is real. He's out there and he's building a utopia for us. We are all going to thrive underwater.
Yeah.
Not me sound now I really sound like Candace. Love you, girl. Love you.
I do love Candace.
Please don't send me a cease and desist.
I was like, I do love Candace.
Please don't threaten legal action against me. I can't afford it.
She would see all of my likes on her videos. I'd be like, we really do like you. I like all your videos. Yeah, so I think it can be very dangerous. And I don't know if there is an ability to ban it. Like I don't understand totally what that would look like. So that I have like that makes me curious to sort of see what that like really looks like whenever kids have cell phones. Like how do you do that? How can you prove that?
Yeah,
Like
I think a ban of social media in the United States wouldn't go over well, only
mm-mm.
because of the entitlement that we
I
have
was like, look
as
who's running it
people.
right now.
Yeah, quite literally all the Good Boys Network at this point.
Ew.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad I'm not part of that club. Like I'm part of a lot of exclusive high level C executive suite clubs and
Yeah.
parties, and like my life gets wild. This is the scheduling alone, but that is something that I will not be
Mm-hmm.
partaking in.
Yeah, that's fair. So I just think it's something to think about. I think we need to be cautious. I think we need to be mindful about how we're consuming it. If it's not good for you, it's not good for you. Take a break.
Well, sometimes you just gotta eat that social media up and leave no crumbs, period. Queen sis, no cap.
Who are you?
This is what this is
This is-
Gen Z.
This is what social media is teaching you.
Period.
Yikes. Yes. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. I think AI is a different topic.
We need another episode to cover AI. I honestly we
I
need a
love
whole nother
AI.
episode for AI.
I love AI. I love ChatGPT. She makes me happy. My therapist said, I think you're addicted to ChatGPT. And I was like, I most certainly am not.
Sometimes
I just know how it can be helpful and beneficial. Like,
sometimes I use Gemini to interpret my dreams for me. I will type out exactly what happened and I'm like,
Yeah.
please tell me the symbolism
Yes.
in these dreams.
no, I think
Um,
I think there's a lot of things that it can be very useful for. It can be very helpful.
Okay, well, I don't like when it tells me things that I don't like.
Well,
Like it went like I had some
you don't like when anybody tells you things
Well,
that you don't like.
I had some dream. This was months ago. I had some dreams that I was in like this house or this haunted house, and I was like, there was this little ghost girl that like led me to her body,
Mm.
and then her ghost like started attacking me and clawed up my back,
Oh.
and my friends had to like drag me out of the house. And Gemini was like, "Yeah, so your back being raw and bloody signifies your vulnerability or something like that." And I'm like, "No, no, no, we don't have any of that here. There's no vulnerability. I'm not vulnerable. I'm very powerful. Don't fuck with me."
And there you have it.
So yeah, my dreams are normal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it. All right. I think let's stop. Let's be done.
That's a wrap. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras.
Yeah, let's be done until next week.
All right,
Um,
and you'll see us here next time with the hot topics. Oh wait, this isn't the Wendy Welling show.
New episodes come out every Monday. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
All the things.
You can also follow on Instagram and TikTok. And don't be afraid to be great. Toodles poodles. Bye.